Hello, class. Do you see this word on the board? What does it say? What's that? Opportunity, you say? Absolutely. I have decided that I'm going to change the way I give assessments from now on. From now on, you guys are going to be in charge of taking advantage of your opportunity. Like my special effects? Isn't that nice? Opportunity. Go ahead and say that. Opportunity. Okay. So, what am I saying exactly? Well, let me go ahead and explain. I'm going to be giving you guys a sheet that looks kind of like this, okay? Basically, what the sheet is from now on, you guys are going to keep track of your grades. Because you want to complain, I don't know. I hear so many complaints that I give so many assessments, and you're so tired of it. So I've decided that I'm going to put you guys in the driver's seat. What I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to do my job. I'm going to teach you what you should learn. I'm going to recommend to you what you should take. And you are going to be the one that keeps track of what opportunities you want to take advantage of in the class. So let me be more specific. Let me put some words to it. All right, if you look here where it says ID, this is where you're going to write all your IDs down. I'm going to actually fill it out for you real quick. That was quick, wasn't it? Anyhow, so this is basically what you're going to want to fill out. I'm going to actually allow myself to be paused so you can copy this down, all right? This is to get you started. We're kind of behind on this new idea that I have. You know I'm always full of new ideas. So I want you to write this down. As you see here, you have the IDs. You've been seeing these, but what the heck do they mean? Now you know what they mean, okay? Series circuit, current, open closed circuit, meters, Ohm's law, series resistance, parallel circuit. You have been tested on all of these. I usually give you at least 3 to 4 assessments in each category. And the main reason I do this is because you guys don't seem to like to come in after school or during school to be reassessed. But those days are over. From now on, every class, I will only assess you on up to 5 assessments. That is if you need it. Some of you guys don't need it. There are some of you guys in here that have all 3s, and you really don't need to be reassessed on anything. And if I hand you another test, you go crazy because it's like, well, shoot, I already know all this stuff. Why am I taking it again? And I totally agree with you. And then there's the other spectrum of people who need it so bad they won't come in, and that's why I just give you tests every single day. Those days are also gone. What's going to happen now is I'm going to still give bell ringers, and I'm still going to teach you, and I'm still going to do labs. However, at the end of the class, I will make time for you to look at your sheet, which looks just like this, and figure out, what should I get an assessment for? And I will provide it for you. It may come as a sheet that kind of looks like this. Don't look at that. Where it's all, it's all written out like that. I'm going to move it around so you can't read it because this is actually your opportunity for today. Anyhow, it may come looking like that, and you might just have to only do a few of them, similar to the final that you guys did. And then let's say, maybe you did really bad in the past, and you want to go ahead and get assessed on one of those that you did in the past. You can do those. It's going to make more sense to you later. So let's go ahead and fill this out to see what this kind of looks like, all right? Today, you guys are going to be looking at a sheet that looks like this, all right? It's going to have your IDs. It might even have your names. Oops. Don't look at that. Let me just cover that up. There you go. Perfect. Now you don't remember who those were. Okay, so it's going to look kind of like that, all right? And I'm going to have you guys fill out your cluster sheets. This will be one of the main times that you do this because we're a little behind on this. That way you will be able to see. So I'm going to actually take, let me go find somebody. I'm going to take this person right here where it says 7918. I'm going to try that person, all right? And I'm going to fill out what their cluster sheet should look like. And I'll be right back after these messages. Okay, so now this thing is filled out, all right? Let me just explain to you how I did that real quick, just so you can see. You see where this ID says SC right here? Well, on this little paper right here, you see this whole column, all this white right here, all that white says SC. So this is the person that I was using right here. I'll put my little marker so you can kind of see them. Okay, so there you have it. All right, so this person right here. So you see their scores are 0303. Well, right here where it says SC, series circuit, I put 0, 3, 0, 3. Okay? Now, this next line, CU, current, that's what it stands for. I go up here where it says CU. Okay, here's my person. See that? Their scores are 0, 3. Let me get closer. 0, 3, 0. So, down here where it says current, I put 0, 3, 0. All right, I can show you with the next score one more time. OCC, here's my ID. Very easy to find. OCC. See my ID right there? Okay, so let me zoom out again. Now, remember, this is the person, this whole line right there. So their scores are, let's say it together, 0, 0, 0. All right? And so now let me go find my line over here where we were at OCC. Their scores are 0, 0, 0. Do you see how I did that? All right. So I'm going to allow you to see your scores, and you're going to write them all down. But I want to explain to you, this is going to be a long video. I want to explain to you real quick what the sheet means, okay? So this is how you know. Like from now on, you are in charge of tracking your grades. So this is what your grades look like. This person, should this person reassess any of these? Do you know which ones they should reassess? Is it necessary for me to give them a test every single day on the same exact stuff? Or can they actually stop assessing stuff? Well, let's look. According to this, it says, for every last zero, you must have, for every last zero, you must have at least 2 consecutive scores that are 2 or above. Consecutive means back to back. So like 3, 3, or 2, 3, okay? And the same applies if you have no scores, all right? So for instance, down here, I haven't really assessed anything, so there's nothing there. But this like right here where it says 3, okay? It says you have to have at least 2 scores that are back to back. So I have a 3 right there. I need to get another one. I need to get either another 3 or a 2. They have to be at least, you have to have 2 scores that are above a 2, 2 and above. And once you get that, you can stop assessing that one. You do not have to request an assessment for that one. It's your job to figure out what you need to assess, not mine anymore. All right? Because you guys seem to think that I'm doing a terrible job of it. All right, so here we go. Series circuit. Let's look at what they got. They got a 0, then they got a 3. Then they got a 0, then they got a 3. It says for every last 0, so here is our last one, you must have at least 2 consecutive scores. So that means they got a 3. If they get another 3 or 2, then they are done. They no longer need an assessment for this one. So right now, I'll put a check mark so you can see which ones they need assessments for. Currently, they need one for this one. All right, so let's look at current. They got a 0, they got a 3, they got a 0. All right, again, for every last 0. So right here, this is the last 0 that they got. So do they need, how many more do they need? They need 2, because this was the last 0. They don't have a score that's higher than that. So they're going to need to take 2 more assessments. Boom, boom, okay? And then let's look at open closed circuit. How many do they need? They only have 0, so that means they need to have at least 2 more to be good. All right? And we're continuing. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Same with this one. They need to have at least 2 more. And the same goes for this one, because they had a 2, but then they got a 0. So now they need to have at least 2 more. All right? How about this one? They have at least 2 scores that are 2 and above, don't they? So they're good. Yay. They do not need to be assessed on series resistance ever again. So, not even on the final. With this one, they need to be assessed 1 more time, and this one 1 more time. All right? So, what exactly does that look like in the class? Now you kind of know what you need an assessment for. So, what that looks like is when I open the doors to your opportunity, hold on a second. Your opportunity, there you go. When I open the doors to your opportunity, I should probably change that. To your opportunities, it is your job to request the 5 that you want to assess for the day. Okay? So let's check it out. If I was this person, I would go after the ones that I need to assess. Basically any one of them. If I'm only going to allow 5 for the day, some days I might be generous and I might allow 6 or 7 or 8. But if I'm only going to allow this many for the day, or 5, then you just pick. Your job is to pick and tell me which ones you're going to want. So I will actually give you a sheet of paper, and I'll show you what that sheet of paper would look like. It's going to look kind of like this. What are you assessing today? It'll look prettier than this, though. And your job is to fill out what you want to be assessed on for the day. Okay, here we go. So I chose that I wanted to be assessed on SE, CU, OCC, ME, and OL. That is what I want to assess for the day. And hopefully when I take that assessment, when I take that opportunity, I do good. And then I can eventually put in good scores. You know, a good score could be like this. If I had a 3 and a 2, I'm good. Yay! Smiley face. I'm sorry, it's really weird. He doesn't have an eye. Okay, you get it. If that's all you need. This person, you would probably need to get, like, at least, for today, you get one more time. So maybe you got a 3. So that means you'd only need to assess one more time. All right? I think you're getting it. These two, you only need to assess one more time. So don't blow it. Okay, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But anyhow, just one more time. You need to get at least a 2 or a 3. So it's your job to pay attention and get the help that you need. Okay? But you guys are the requesters. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about real quick are my people who are doing what they're supposed to do, and they have 3s. Like maybe they got all 3s, What should you be requesting? You should be requesting level 4s. Yes, yes. You want a level 4, okay? And I may have a level 4 for the categories that you want. Maybe I won't. But your job is to get that level 4. And it's smart of you to do that. You might be thinking, I have all 3s, I'm good. But the moment you get a 2, you're dropping down to a B. If you're cool with that, fine. So what exactly will you be doing during opportunity time? You can be chilling out and putting your head down or staring off into the sunset. Maybe, big fat juicy maybe. You might even be watching or playing on your phone. Maybe, big fat maybe, okay? And that is definitely depending on me, all right? So most likely you won't be. But hey, you never know. That's what you guys got going on for you. I think you'll like it. Hopefully you will. And too bad if you don't. Bye, guys.